Folks, welcome back to another reading. I am using the Light Seers Tarot, and I have laid your cards out in a Celtic cross formation. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. It's taking up the entire month of August. I hope that you get to settle in and do some resting if at all possible. With it being in Leo, it tends to be a little bit more fun. So if you're not having fun, I'm wondering if there's not something that you can do to kind of assist, if you can go out and do something fun and relaxing for this particular Mercury retrograde. Anyway, on to your spread. I'm speaking to someone who has accolades that they're enjoying completely in private. They're not really talking about this with other people. If they are talking about this with other people, they're like vague posting, vague talking about what's going on here. You're proud of whatever it is that you're achieved that we'll talk about here in just a second, but you don't want other people to know about it. Now, here's what led up to this particular central theme of Six of Wands in reverse, celebrating something that you want to keep to yourself almost entirely. You had something come in that you worked hard for, that you were looking for, that you were kind of planning, dreaming for. You made things happen to have these ships, these waves come in. And now this is at the point where she's about to enjoy those waves. She's been watching out for them. The tide is coming in, or it's at the perfect level for her to go surfing. She's about to hit those waves. Kind of the same thing for you. So you did something in the past. You got the results that you wanted, and they're results that you're celebrating in private. Here is your crossing energy. This is pointing towards the past. Okay, so this is new stuff that you don't normally do. This is doing these new things was kind of out of your comfort zone. Okay, so yeah, it was pointing towards your past in this particular case. This is something new for you. It's a new way of doing things. You started this in the past. It's continuing to carry you on into the future, I see as well. And subconsciously, I see that you're thinking a whole new different way for yourself. This is a very sharp energy, most especially when put together with the Ace of Wands. Remember that this is your crossing energy, okay? So new ways of doing things, new ways of thinking, and you're really keeping your cards close to your chest. You're not talking to many people about this. And this is why. This is the Seven of Swords. It's in reverse. You're getting revenge on somebody who took something dear and valuable to you. You feel like this is the time to strike. This is the time to act. Again, this is out of your comfort zone, quite possibly. You've been thinking about this for quite some time, but now you had been thinking about it, and then you did it. Now you've achieved. Now you've got your private accolades that you don't want to broadcast to everybody. This is you acting out of a place of hurt, out of a place of damage, soreness. This person did something to you that you feel like you didn't deserve to have done to you, okay? Now let's talk about your future for just a second. I see something, you in your action, slowing down. It's interesting. You've got a corridor of wand energy, fire energy, going from past to the present to the future. This is literally taking action. This is motivation. What is your motivation for taking this action? This can point to spirituality. This can point to sexuality and creativity. This is the fire that makes us go, makes us get up in the mornings, makes us get up and do stuff, whether that's your children, yourself, your job, your mission on this planet. It can be a wide variety of things. It can be getting revenge on this particular person for what they took from you, or what you feel like they took from you as well. In the future, I feel like there's going to be a point where you just kind of burn out. You just kind of stop. It's not going to be as energy giving to you to pursue this anymore. Your fire is going to burn out, and then you're going to move on to other things. Now, this is the damage, the woundedness that I was kind of tapping into. This is about letting go of your own resources that are there to benefit you in order to slow something down for somebody else, quite possibly. It's also a real risk that you could put so much effort into hurting, defeating this person from your past, that you end up not taking care of yourself as best as you could have. And so you're forced to stop in general. Additionally, there's the real risk that you could lose community. This is about home, coming home, stability within a family, a close friend environment within your own home. I don't feel like you're going to have peace in your own home if you continue down this particular path. I'm wondering, Spirit is kind of indicating that it's too late in many ways, that what is done, and especially with the Ace of Wands, with its upright position pointing towards the past. These are actions that have long-term consequences going into the future. I see you struggling to feel at peace in your own home for whatever reason. This person may not be living with you anymore. They may be. Take it as it resonates, but there might be passive-aggressive behavior that once everybody is tired and it's completely over, you might ask yourself, was it all worth this? And you might say, how am I going to have some degree of contentedness at home with myself? I've burned myself out on this particular venture, and I don't have energy for myself, for taking care of myself and being happy with what I have anymore. I feel like you're a deeply passionate person. You could be a fire sign with all this fire energy in here, especially, like, again, wand energy is taking up the majority of this particular reading. You might be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. You might be so hell-bent on getting justice for yourself or for somebody else who is deeply close to you that you end up driving people away from yourself. And of course, that's going to disrupt your sense of peace as well. That wasn't an intended side effect for this. Current environment is that there are some radical changes going on, massive radical changes, top to bottom, not just for you, but for the people that you're in contact with. Whoever drew your ire here, there are changes going on for them too. What you're doing right now affects them in the long term just like it affects you. That might feel good right now. It might feel satisfactory right now. Later on, I don't know that you're going to have the same contented feeling. I don't. In your hopes and your fears, I feel like you're afraid of working with other people. I feel like you're afraid of letting other people in when it comes to working with them, doing stuff with them, being in the material, working with them when it comes to like material resources. You're not willing to let people in. You are deeply protective. And again, that might be where you're acting from woundedness. This particular person may have taken some resources for you that were valuable to your material comfort, to your bodily comfort, okay? That's not making what they did right by any means. But I'm wondering if you're not pursuing revenge to the point where you burn yourself dead out, okay? And I'm wondering if you're not isolating yourself at the same time because you got so burnt out on this. I wonder if revenge isn't changing who you are as a person fundamentally. The universe wants you to stop seeking revenge. They want you to make a clean break between you and this person. If that takes a cord-cutting ceremony, you need to do that, or have someone work with you on that with you if you don't feel like you have the abilities to create a cord-cutting ceremony and have it be effective, okay? You need to break ties with this person altogether. You need to salvage what's left of this situation for you, and you need to move on into your best and your highest good. I don't know that you were seeking your very best and your very highest good while you were going through this. I don't feel like you were picturing your highest self while you were going through this. I feel like you really wanted to make this person hurt the way that they hurt you, whether intentionally or not. Okay? Thank you for listening. I respect that this might have been a really difficult message for you to hear, and if you chose to listen to the end with an open heart, you're a whole lot stronger than you probably give yourself credit for. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.